The Red Devil. Last I left off, I went ahead and masked off the canopy. Did get the canopy frame all painted the base color that went in with the airbrush, and basically Liquitex ink did a mix of black and gray, and started shading the window frame together, and there you have it. It is all painted. Then I went back in and did a few little areas that I had overspray and got that. And I just got a couple more spots to go, and I will be done with that, and this thing will be ready for decals. One thing we're going to change on the decals, I'll try to show you all right here. If you notice the N&H and the CAG, that's going to change to a W2, and that's going to be 13. So that will change the number to 13, which I'll be able to do. I won't be able to get the exact font of the the WT as the N and H are. It'll be really close. I mean, it'll just be really close, and not an exact match, but no one will really tell. So that's what we're going to change on that. We're changing the number. Excuse me, the letter and the number. And basically, I am ready to rock and roll on the decals, so I'll probably start that probably Monday or Tuesday. So look forward to decal duty, because after I get done with this, after I get done touching up on the paint, I gotta go in with future and future the whole thing. So once I get it future, let it sit for a day or two, and then I can start adding the decals. The SR71, I am done with it. And last I left off on that, I did get the windows smoked. If you can tell, the engines are painted metallic gray. Probably hard to see, but they are that color, because I did paint the F-18's afterburners that color too. So killed two birds with one stone. And then after I got everything painted, went in and shaded a little bit, if you can see it just faintly. And then sealed everything with Krylon Crystal Clear, because it was supposed to have a satin finish. And there you have it. Very fun model. Just a simple, fun little weekend build. Just nothing fancy to it at all. The aftermarket decals really set it off, but really just a great kit. And once I get this dry and boxed up and out of here, the next one, we will start the 1/72nd scale B-2 stealth bomber. So I'm looking forward to that. I haven't built one of these in a long time. So, and I'll probably have to leave the wings off to ship it. That's one thing, because it does have a 28-inch wingspan. So we'll just see once we get in there. It's been a long time since I looked at this kit, so this will be very cool to build. The Jackson, I'll probably start this end of the week, once I get a little more bench space, so I can filter that in and get the parts cleaned up and basically assemble it, because it shouldn't take me too long. It's mostly just painting. But anyway, the Stormtrooper. Now, people's been asking me about my little base here, and I like to make my own bases, and I don't like to use wood bases. What I like to use is acrylic cases for baseballs, or whatever you can use acrylic box cases for. And then I take wood grain contact paper, and you can get this in all different colors. I just cut it out and wrap it around, and it's already sticky, and you have an instant base, and it makes it look real nice, almost professional done. And Elliot will get a kick out of this for my vignette. But it's real simple. Basically, you got about a $3 acrylic case. You get a roll of wood grains, like $5 or $6. So you got, what, $8 to $10 in a base. That is not too shabby. And one reason I make my own bases is because the wood bases that you can buy, they never really have the size that I want. And this just basically cures everything that I build, because I always need a little bit bigger than for example, if you buy most of the pre-made bases that are made of wood, are basically for 54 millimeter, and mine's always usually a little bit bigger, so I think that'll work out just great. I'm going to probably do some simple terrain, basically like indoor or something for the groundwork for the stormtroopers, so stay tuned for that one. Here's my Sarah Palmer, and seeing she works out great too on the base. And you can add, you know, diorama walls or whatever needs to be done. But that's what I got standing on my little base. The David. I don't know if you all can see it, but I did pre-shade it. And I'm going to go back in with a lighter gray, which is probably Tamiya Sky Gray. And I'll put the base coat. And then this morning, I went with 32 gauge Canthal wire. That's what people use for vaping when they rebuild their coils. And I wanted a detonator cord that actually held its shape. And the stretch sprue didn't work out as I wanted it to, so the 32 gauge Canthal wire did. So there you have it. Got the detonation cord on there. Got it all wrapped inside into the I don't know, cockpit, if you will. I did get the coils, the coal painted, and then I'll do some more washes and fadering, but hopefully I'm going to get the base coat on today and show you all in the midweek review. The X-Wing, I took Model Master camouflage gray and did it all on, did the base coat of the whole thing. As you can see, the pre-shade shows through. Hopefully you can see it. And I did lighten up some of the little panels just to break up the monotony of it. Went ahead and painted the back of the engines. I've seen a couple pictures of people who did it that way, and I want to probably lighten these up just a tad, just to blend everything together and make it look not toy-like, but like it's a, you know, used Star Wars fighter, if that makes sense. And then I got it all painted last night, and then I'm gonna today, since it should be dry, I'm gonna go in and mask off and do the dark gray, and then I'll probably later tonight I'll do the mask off for the orange right there, and then I can just start taking a pencil and start doing in some of the panel lines and everything, so, and do a little bit more shading on it. But there you have it. X-Wing's taking shape. I may or may not, I haven't decided, and I'm probably going to ask Joey if I can, but on one of the two of the X-Wing, I want to do the candy stripe. So Joey, let me know, message, Facebook, whatever. I'm gonna think about doing a little candy stripe one on two of them, so that'll kind of like tie it in, just make it look cool. It won't really stand out too much, but I think it'll look cool on that. So that's what I got going on today. I have the X-Wing. We are painting the David, doing some stormtrooper work. The SR-71 is done and ready to be shipped out. We are painting the Red Devil, and soon to start the B2 and the CSS Jackson. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.